Today, when you hear the name Omega, you probably think of cutting-edge technology, space exploration, or maybe the Olympics. But the real story starts somewhere much humbler, and that's what makes it so incredible. Let's go back to 1848, to a small town in Switzerland called La Chaux-de-Fonds. There, a 23-year-old watchmaker named Louis Brandt started building simple, honest pocket watches in his small workshop. There was no grand vision, no talk of luxury. It was just pure passion and a deep commitment to quality. After he passed away, his two sons, Louis-Paul and César, took over. And they had a vision that was bigger than their father ever imagined. In 1894, they had a breakthrough that would change everything. They created a watch movement so precise, so innovative, and so perfectly standardized that every single part could be replaced without needing any adjustment. For that era, this was revolutionary. They gave this new movement a name the entire world would one day recognize: Omega. The last letter of the Greek alphabet, a symbol of ultimate completion and perfection. The success was immediate and overwhelming. By 1903, the company officially renamed itself the Omega Watch Company. But Omega didn't just want to make beautiful watches. They wanted to prove their excellence on the world stage. In 1932, they became the official timekeeper for the Olympic Games. This was a defining moment. From then on, Omega wasn't just building watches. They were measuring time at the highest level, publicly and transparently, with no room for error. But the greatest chapter was still unwritten. In 1965, NASA decided to test every commercially available watch to find one tough enough for space missions. They put them through brutal conditions, extreme heat and cold, intense vibrations, massive acceleration, and the vacuum of space. Only one watch survived it all, the Omega Speedmaster. And so, on July 20th, 1969, when humanity took its first steps on the moon, Buzz Aldrin had an Omega on his wrist. It became the first watch on the moon, a moment that sealed its place in history forever. Of course, it wasn't always a smooth ride. The company faced difficult years, especially during the quartz crisis, nearly collapsing from overproduction. But Omega refused to give up. They fought their way back, step by step, through the revival of the Speedmaster, the iconic partnership with James Bond in 1995, and the development of new technologies like the coaxial and record-breaking anti-magnetic movements. Omega earned back its status, not through luck, but through relentless discipline. Omega isn't just the watch of champions. It's the watch of pioneers, engineers, and explorers. It's for those who face doubt but push forward anyway. So maybe that's the true essence of the brand? Omega isn't just a watch that measures time, it's a watch that marks history. And it continues to write it. Thanks for watching.